Right, so Lance, back in meeting you again. It's been, we met you in, was it November, I think? It was the first time, in the velodrome. You helped us do some testing. And we've been trying to pay you back with some actual work and helping you get your aero gains improved. So you joined us for a couple different tests in Essex here. If we talk through that, I think day one we were looking at a lot of different helmet changes.
Yeah.
You want to talk us through what?
Well, I mean, it was certainly a big change to work with aerodynamics for the first time. I've never done any sort of testing with aerodynamics before, but certainly we went from
putting out some pretty good CDA numbers for someone who's not been in a wind tunnel or worked with aerodynamics.
I mean, it's always fun. I mean, I love to go fast, but going from what we all thought was a really quick helmet, the Cash Bambino, to now knowing that's a really, really slow helmet.
For you?
For me, it could be a quick helmet for anyone else. But changing to the POC temper, controversially, it's one of the most dividing helmets I think in time trialing scene. And then switching.
But we found it works better and worse for you depending on how you wear it as well. So it is a sensitive helmet.
It's very, very sensitive. I mean, one little change between it and it can go from a completely different helmet to one of the fastest ones. Then trying a couple more well-known helmets, Giro Arrowheads and the HOC Adwatt. Yeah. They brought similar gains over the Bambino, but certainly a lot more stable, a lot more consistent than the POC.
Yeah.
And even with the HJC being a lot more stable at high speed. But to be fair, we found a way to make the POC work. We not dangerously. We loosened the helmet a little bit more, so it sits on the back of the head a little bit more.
Yeah.
And
we added one more helmet to the list today with the Akoi.
Yes, the Akoi. But that was an interesting helmet to try. Wasn't the fastest helmet for me, but certainly it's always interesting to get those different points of view with other helmets. And I
think we were surprised that it was close. It was actually quite, because the way it fitted, at least the tail stuck up a bit on you.
Yeah.
So it was in the
I
mix.
think it was for a good starting point, I would say, for the helmet. But then maybe if that's something that we want to go down the route of riding with that helmet, it would have to do a lot of changes, maybe position to actually allow the helmet to work efficiently.
Yeah.
It would take a lot of work to do that because my position is set up to the POC.
Yeah.
To change it to the Akoi, which is a very different helmet. But it's certainly something that could be looked at in the future.
Yeah.
Working with the Body Rocket team, it's been a real eye opener for me. Learning about aerodynamics, kind of with science behind it, not just going, it's been always fast, let's just go with this. But
it's nice to have that knowledge instead of going with guesses.
Yes, certainly for me, time trialing is not my my outright goal, but it's always nice to have a discipline where it is all about how fast you can go. It's the race of truth.
Yeah.
And to start working with Body Rocket team, certainly it's the end of 2022. My goal was to go under 20 minutes for a 10-mile time trial, and with the work that you guys have done for me, I've managed to do that.
Fantastic.
And it's a really good feeling to get under 20 minutes without doing massive power numbers, which I quite like, because it's always quite funny to say.
It feels like you're cheating the system.
What power are you doing for doing a 1920? 300s, low 300s? No.
If you get your aero dialed. Yeah.
If you get your aerodynamics sorted, you don't need to do them big watts.
Yeah. And we're sort of middle testing it today. We've got a couple of things that we're doing. You've got a base layer suit that you're going to test.
Yep, the Rule 28 base layer is, again, a controversial thing in many, like road racing and time trialing. It's
but sort of accepted as something that will make you faster. So we'll see how that works out for you today.
We'll see how the data comes out.
And we had Alex out here today, and he had a bladder in the front that tested very fast for him.
Yes.
And so you're going to be doing the economy version of that.
We will be doing a budget one, we'll say.
Should we bring your bladder over here?
Yes, it's over there.
There we go.
So
GCN.
GCN, is
what's
this
for money?
hacks or bodge? This is what we're going to do. So basically, for a little bit of fun and to fully see how the body rocket system works, we are going to put a 1.5 litre bottle of water down my stomach to basically give us the same sort of, hopefully give us the same results as what Alex saw with the bladder in his stomach with just air in it. But no, we're gonna go and have a go to see if actually having something to disrupt the airflow in your stomach area is something that needs to be explored. So even we would say this is an extreme method of doing it, but if it works, I think it can't be passed up to
have to consider it
to show an aerodynamic gain.
Yeah. Well, great to work with you again, and we're the bikes that we've been on. The bike you're on is actually one of the last what we call our alpha testing bikes, and we've got one of the beta testing bikes here that we had Alex on for a bit. But we're going to have those going out the door pretty soon, and next stop is for your bike to be parked in the garage with a body rocket beta testing system on it.
Very, very much forward to that.
Looking forward to it.